Um, anyways, my name is Oshari. I'll be your host for tonight, and I have my co-host here, Leader George. He'll be teaching us today's topic, and he's also going to be taking us or talking about what this amazing robot does for us. Good evening, Leader George, and welcome.
Okay, good evening. You're welcome to today's Zoom. Since we have a new member today, so we'll be doing a short summary of what Royalq is all about, so that by 9 we'll start the topic of today. So before that time, others will come on board. So Royalq, which means Royal Quantitative Artificial Intelligence Robot. An AI robot, it helps us to trade cryptocurrency in the spot market. In the spot market, the only risk, the only disadvantage we have in the spot market is that you can buy crypto now, and the value will reduce. So the time it will take the crypto to increase back and be in profit and make profits for you. That is just the risk. That is just the disadvantage we do encounter in this business, in this Royalq business. But the advantages is so many, in the sense that there's nothing like you losing your money, because there's nothing like Royalq running away with your money, because Royalq does not have your money. Your money stays in the comfort of your exchange, be it Binance, Huobi, and the rest. So you don't send your money to the robot. You keep your money in the comfort of your exchange. It serves as your cryptocurrency bank, just like you have your fiat bank, your normal bank you keep money with. So you create an exchange. That is where you keep your trading capital. So what Royalq does, we connect it to the robot through an API binding. So what the robot does, it goes there, reads the market for you, trades the crypto in the spot market, in the sense that it buys when the coins are low. Even when the coins continue going down, it continues buying all the margins call. Continue buying margin call. Margin call means buying more quantity of the coins. Depending on the movement, depending on the speed the coins are going down, depending on the percentage the coins reduce, your own settings, your capital can carry to some extent. So in the process that your capital the capital you are trading is not enough to carry out or to buy all the margin calls, the robot will just wait. The robot will stop doing anything for you. It will just be monitoring the coin until when that coin starts coming up, it will start selling the margin calls it has bought already for you and start giving you profits. But if you have the topic for today, we'll be talking about, sometimes it takes time because the robot might go down more. So you will be needed, or if you have new additional capital and you don't want to wait for the value of that coins to come up, you want your robot to trade that value, that reduced value that your former capital could not carry, so that you'll be making some profits even in the dip. So you want to introduce new capital to buy the margins so that the robot will start making profits for you. You don't want to wait until the coins comes up. You want to make money even in the dip. The current percentage of dip the coins have reduced to. So you have to add more USDT if you cannot wait, so that the robot will resume buying and selling. So that's why the robot was designed. It was designed to make money for us even when crypto is crashing, even when crypto is going down. The robot was designed to make profits for us, in the sense that it buys margin calls. It buys more quantity of the coins at a reduced price. So that is all about Royalq trading. It helps us to maximize profits through its different functions. They have the fallback functions, they have the survey mode function. So all those functions are available in the robot to help us maximize profits. So both your profits, both the trading capital, your trading capital stays in your exchange. You don't give it to Royalq. So there's nothing like Royalq crashing tomorrow with your money. Your money does not stay in Royalq control. It's not in Royalq control. Your money stays with you in your exchange. So you just link your exchange with your Royalq, with your robot, and the robot will be trading your coin in your exchange. Your profit it will be making will stay in your exchange. So for you to start this business, this amazing business, all you need is at least $240, which you send 140 to the robot account, so that out of that 140, you use 120 to subscribe to the robot for 1 year, meaning that you are paying the robot $10 monthly to work for you for 1 year. Now the remaining $20 will be in your it will be in your robot account. That is, it serves as gas fees. So as you are making profits as the robot is making profits for you in your exchange, some fractions is deducted from your gas fees. Is deducted as gas fees. If you are into cryptocurrency, you understand what we call gas fees. Gas fees are charges per transaction. Charges you pay for a transaction. So anytime the robot makes profits for you, that is only when some fractions will be deducted as gas fees from your robot account. So that robot account must not get below $2. You must make sure that the robot account do not get below $2. So the least we advise that you start with $20 there, so that before it gets to $2, you must have made a lot of profits to pop it up. Now, your capital, at least we encourage you to start with at least $100. But that does not mean that that is where you stop. So it's just like when you rent a shop, and a big shop for that matter, and you decide to sell provisions, but you started with selling only maybe a bag of rice. So you see that in your provision store, there's still space for you to sell other items. There's still opportunity for you to expand. So even if you are you are starting the Royalq business with that $100 capital, there's so many room, there's so much room for you to expand and start expanding your business. So that is all about the Royalq trading robots. Now, the Royalq also has another aspect which we can also make money from. Because some persons might say, I want if they don't have that $240, but they have $120. Yes, we have some people that started Royalq with just 120. In the sense that after they register and activate their robot, they start attending Zoom. They have the knowledge and they are able to post about Royalq. This is a business that is risk-free and is an amazing business. You see results of people trading actively. Before when I share my screen to treat today's topic on adding margin calls, you see results of what this robot is doing. So if you enjoy the business and you are able to share the business with others, some people after starting with $120 and they now start acting as agents of Royalq in the sense that they want to start being a shareholder of Royalq in Royalq. You know, when you are a shareholder in the company, you get some rewards. So when they introduce Royalq to people, their friends, their contacts, Royalq gives them rewards. So it's from that withdrawal reward which varies from $30 and above. So it's that rewards where they withdraw and start trading. So that is why we say in Royalq, some people start with 120, but those people are good. They always attend Zoom meetings. They have passion. What I do tell people that come to me about business.
Um, let's just wait a bit. I think the network threw him out. Okay, so it's fixing his network. He's going to be here in a few.
Okay, sorry for that interruption. So where did I stop? Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so some apart from the trading aspect, you can decide that okay, you don't have money to trade, but you have 120 to start the business because number one, you have passion for cryptocurrency. You know that people make cryptocurrency has made so many people millionaires, billionaires, and you have the passion. Now you always attend Zoom. Maybe you can only afford 120 and you are activated, you start attending Zoom. And for anybody you you post about the business. So people, I'm telling you about reality of what as in experience of how some people started Royalq. So this is another aspect you understand that you can also generate money from Royalq because in crypto business, in the sports market, there will come a time that you might need money to buy margin calls, to open more margins. And in the sense, Royalq has already created an avenue where you can generate more money, which you can use to buy, to expand your trading capital. You understand? So with you being a shareholder of Royalq, you get rewards that you can use to expand you can send to your exchange and use to increase your trading capital or or so the only I've told you the disadvantage of using Royalq. I've told you the risks involved in Royalq. The disadvantage and the risks involved in Royalq is just the waiting time. You start Royalq and Bitcoin was around 45,000, and before you know it, you made profit that day. The next day, you made profit. The next day, the third day, Bitcoin now reduced to 42,000. And maybe you don't have enough margins to cover the drop. So you just have to wait. That is what we call the floating loss, is the waiting time. You just have to wait, because if you are trading with $100 and that reduction happen in price of Bitcoin, maybe your $100 might be showing $92. Your $92 is just the value of that coin you are trading. There's no more $100 because of the value of the coin. Bitcoin had dropped from 45,000 you started to 42,000. But with time, that value will still increase, because Bitcoin went to 45, it now dropped to 42. Now it's around, I think it touched 44,000 this evening. So that is why we are trading it, because cryptocurrency goes down, it comes up. So the only risk involved here using Royalq is the risk of waiting for Bitcoin that dropped to 42,000 to come back to 45,000. So that is just the only risk involved in this business. There's nothing like you getting scammed. Royalq closed up. You could not access Royalq again, and you could not get your money, because your money does not stay with Royalq. Your money stays in your exchange. You understand? Your money stays in your exchange, so there's no risks involved, or the risks of you losing all your money to maybe you don't have access to your account again. No, your money stays in your exchange. So that will be all. If you have questions, those that are joining us for today's introduction I've given, I don't know, you can drop it on the chat box. So you might not understand the topic, what we'll be explaining now. So, but you can just follow up once you start. Once you start, all our meetings, all our Zoom meetings are recorded. We have our YouTube channel, you go there, you watch every videos. And believe in me, no knowledge is a waste here. Every knowledge you get, you use it definitely to make more profit for yourself. And before I enter the main topic, cryptocurrency has two seasons, just like every other business. Some people might say crypto is a scam. Some people, you hear some people say crypto is a scam because of they went to, just like if you import umbrella and your 40 or 40 feet container of umbrellas came in after the rainy season. So you see that people do not buy umbrella in the dry season when there's sun. People does not buy umbrella when Umbrella market falls in when it's raining season. So will you now say umbrella market is a scam? No. The knowledge you did not get before entering the umbrella business, that is that is where the issue is coming from. It's not that umbrella business is a scam. There are some people that umbrella business have made millionaires. Same as crypto. It has season. It's not anytime you will just enter crypto business. No. Like my friend saw someone that was selling his fish back then. He saw someone that was selling his fish, big money to this catfish. He now carried, I think, 100,000 and bought those small fish. And I don't know, he used one tank and open and said he wants to start training fish. Do you know that it's only those small fish that he bought, everything he invested around 100,000, everything died. The fish died after I think 1 to 2 weeks. We need not say the fish business is a scam, or the fish business is not. It lacks passion, number one. Number two, it lacks the knowledge. These are the two things you should have to start any business. It's not about the capital. It's not about the profits you make. Passion for the business. When you have passion for the business, you will be forced to get the knowledge of that business. What is the business all about? Some people have invested heavily in Royalq. They have invested heavily by putting enough money in Binance and connecting to a Royalq. But if you ask them what is margin calls, what is the meaning of margin configuration? What is margin calls? What is the multiple buy times? What is the buying ratio drop percentage? They cannot answer it. The knowledge is missing. Maybe the passion is also missing. They only came in for profit. And if you do that, you will not enjoy it. If you do that, you might see that there are some people that will start this crypto business when Bitcoin has reached $100,000. It might be that this season cap for Bitcoin will go is $100,000 before it will drop again. These are the knowledge some people will get. The knowledge about the business you want to enter. Then when the person comes in with, even if it's 5 million, when Bitcoin is now at $100, when everybody has started cashing out, some people are buying cars, some people are buying land, some people are completing their house, their buildings, and they are showing it that time because there will be massive profits. Someone will not carry 5 million, will not put in crypto. Crypto will not from that maybe $120, or Bitcoin will not from that $120 and start going down. The person will not say cryptocurrency is a scam. Yeah, the person has been here. We have been crying that the dip, when Bitcoin reached 15,000, 16, 17, people were crying. People, there's no profit, people is down. The person did not pay attention to the business. The person did not ask after this business. But it's when people start buying cars, buying land from people, you will not see them, they will not come to invest 1 million, 2 million. So it's not a positive scheme. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business. You have the passion for it, you get the knowledge from it, because you should have when to invest, when to harvest. You cannot come when they are harvesting and you want to invest. You can come, but the time you wait might be longer. Do you have the patience to wait for that? You came in when they are harvesting. Do you have the time to wait for when harvest time will the time to invest will reach? You will still be waiting. Now, until another harvest will not come in, you have that patience to wait, which happens every 4 years. Do you have the patience to wait? So why not start now that you are hearing it? Bitcoin is still lower than 45,000. does not yet reach its last time, its all-time high of the last season, which is around 69,000 or 67. Bitcoin is still at 44,000, 43,000. So that is what I've explained this season. So please, for those joining us, I believe I've been able to explain the business, what we are doing here. The business is all about buying and selling. So I'm going to share my screen now. We'll enter the topic of today, which is adding more margins. Maybe you started with rice in your provision store, and maybe you started with 2 bags. You are selling 2 bags, but you have customers that used to come that they want to buy 10 bags, but you only have 2. So now you have money that you want to add. Now you were able to rent the landlord that you are in his shop doing your rice business. He has other spare shops. So you have been able to call your friend to come and rent the next shop so that he too can start doing business there. And the landlord of the shop now gave you some commissions to tell you thank you for introducing someone to his shop. And that money now you want to use it to expand your business, to buy more quantity of rice, so that you can make profit from your customers that are coming, that they need 10 bags of rice. You don't want to buy 2. You need 10. So you have not been making profits, but you have been able to rent out, to help the landlord to rent out one of the shop, and you have been awarded agency fee. The landlord has given you agency fee. You want to now add that agency fee, that money now that the landlord gave you. You want to use it to increase your trading capital, to open more margins. So you are welcome. You are welcome. I'm going to share my screen so that to explain more on how we can add more margins. And I'm really disappointed that we have this number of participants in today's Zoom. I'm really surprised. At least, even if they want to come late, at least if they come by 9, they will still meet the topic. But I'm really surprised that leaders will make that time to come on Zoom to explain things, important things about Royalq. And you see that some people will not plan to attend. Is really something else. So I'll share my screen. So I hope you can see my screen. So this is how the Royalq robot operates. This is the running traits. These are running traits. So it buys, buys. So if you go to the log, if you go to notification, you will see what is happening. So you see buy, sell, 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 sell. Anytime you see sell, the robot has made profit for you. So buy, 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 buy means it's buying more quantity. So the topic of today is that maybe this trade now has gotten to 22 margins, and you are supposed to add, okay, for the purpose of this, I will reduce it by 22. So let's say this my trade has ended. So you can see the robot will be telling you that core margin trigger price, which limit of number of buy, which limit of number of buy in. It means that the robot has got all your margin calls. So now you have $100 now. Maybe you have referred, okay, you have $90. You have referred 3 people, and Royalq has rewarded you with $90. And you want to add $90 to this your trade. Hello, are we following? Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes, we can.
Okay, so you have $90 you want to add. So once you come to the trade, you might be forced to check what is happening. So you can see that this coin is the trade is doing well. So it's something that you can add. You can add. Then another thing you have to check is the return rate. This return rate. Normally, I don't have a good example that I will use because this trade is still doing well because the return rate is minus 2.84, and my margin, if you calculate the margin call drop, all these ones here in percentage, if you calculate it to the number of margin calls you have, you see that it's more than your return rate. So for the purpose of this Zoom, just assume, let's assume, are we following? I hope you are following. Let's assume that this return rate is on minus 15. Are we together?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
This class will be an interactive class. It's not, we have entered practical, so it will be an interactive class. I'm not with calculator yet. So some people will be doing the calculation for me. You understand? This is an interactive class. Before 9:30, we'll finish. So let's assume that this our return rate is on minus 15%. Okay, so let's go. So you want to add now minus 15%. Let's calculate. Please, someone should use calculator. We want to calculate the drop because this is what you do before you'll be able to add more margin calls. You understand? Your return rate must be higher than all these calculate. If you add the total of all this drop percentage, this drop percentage that is on the left-hand side, if you add all of them, your return rate must be higher than it before you'll be able to add more margin. So let's see. This one is 1%. This one is 2%. 2% plus 1.3 should give us 3.3, right? Hello?
Yes.
3.3. So this one now, 6 and 7 is 1. That is 4.3, 5.3, 6.3, 7.3, 8.3, 9.3, 10.3, 11.3. 11.3 plus 0.5 will give us 11.8. So this is a perfect example. My margin cost from margin 1 to 22 is 11.8. 11.8. But my return rate is on minus 15. We said we should assume that this return rate is minus 15. But when we come to trade setting and click on margin configuration, and we sum up all our margin call drop percentage for all our margin here, it's 11.8. So but our return rate here is on minus 15, assuming it's minus 15 that is here. So who will do 15 minus 11.8? 15 minus 11.8.
3.2.
3.8.
Huh?
3.2.
3.2.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. 15
3.2. Should
minus
I?
11.
That is 3.2%. So let's keep 3.2. Now we have $90 you want to put in this trade. When you have $90, you now decide how much you want to each of the margin costs you want to add now. Because that is where you get the number of margin calls you want to add to this margin call limit. So since if you for this example, we said you have $90 you want to add. The lowest money you can use to buy a margin call is $11. $11. So since you have 90, let's say we are using 12, we want to use $12 to buy each of the margin calls. Each of the margin calls. So what we will do now is $90 that we want to add. That is the new money we want to add to open more margins. Now the question is, how many more margins are we adding? So you will do, if you want to use $11, you will do 90 divided by 11. If you want to use $12 to buy each of the margin, you will do 90 divided by 12. If you want to use $15 to buy each margin, you will do 90 divided by 15. If you want to use $20 to buy each of this new margin you want to add, you will do 90 divided by 20. So for the purpose of this class, let's use $12 to buy the new margin calls we want to add. So please help us do 90 divided by 12.
7.5.
7.5.
7.5. So we take only the whole number, which is 7. So if we add 7 to 22, we'll get 29, right? Are we following?
Yes.
Yeah.
So automatically we have added 7 margin calls to this our margin call limit. So we are adding 7. Now, if you click on margin configuration, you see that the 7 has been added. Look at the 7. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 has been added. Now we said we want to use $12 to buy each margin, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now for us to get the times, what are we going to do? For those that attended the last Zoom, what are we going to put as times? How are we going to do the calculation to get our times?
$12 divided by the first buying amount.
Okay, so $12 divided by our first buy amount. Our first buy amount is, let me go back and check. Our first buy amount is 15. So $12 divided by 15 is what?
0.8.
So we'll put 0.8. Since we are using $12 to buy, we want $12 to buy each of the margins. So we'll put 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. So we have sorted out how we want our $90 to be used to buy 7 margins, $12 each margin. Now, we'll come back to that 3.2, which is the difference our robot has not covered. Our robot stopped covering in 15% floating loss. 15. Our margin 1 to 22 would only cover 11. Sorry, our margin 1 to 22 could only cover 11.8, right? 11.8% drop. But our return rates, this coin have dropped to 15%. Now, it's left for you to take the decision of, do you want to cover where the return rate has reached? Or since it's 15, do you want to cover like 20? So that if the coin continue going down from 15 down to 20, this addition you just did now will be able to cover up to 20. So that even if that coin reduce more, your robot will continue trading it for you. So should we work with 15 or work with 20? So that is your decision to make. if you are working with 20, to get the difference now, you will now have to do 20 minus 11.8. Since what we covered, we calculated margin 1, we added up all the drop, the percentage drop of margin 1 to 22, margin 22, since it's the margin we set initially, which gave us 11.8. Now, we want to cover 20% because we are adding 7 margin calls to this. So we will do 20 minus 11.8.
20 minus 11.8.
Yes.
That's 8.2.
So we want to divide 8.2 into 7 margins. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 new margins we added, we want it to cover this additional 8 point. Say 8 point what?
8.2.
So 8.2. So what are we going to do now? 8.2 divided by 7.
1.1.
1.1. So we'll start from 13. We'll do 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1. Then you click on confirm. Please, before you go back, you must click on confirm. And you must click on save. So, is there any question? Is there any question on this? I have to switch off my matching code, but this is a live trade. So it should not buy. I don't want you to buy with these new settings. But this new setting I just did, I don't want you to buy. So after the Zoom, I will convert it back. For the purpose of this Zoom, is there any question on addition of margin calls?
I think we are good so far.
You say?
I think we are good so far.
Okay. So other
Please,
people. Is there any other question? Please, if you have question, use the chat box. Leader, please check if there's any question on the chat box.
There's no question for the guy that say we are. You speak for yourself. You say I am good.
Let others, if you are good,
because
please
he
use
asked
the
like
chat.
5
Let
times.
others.
Nobody spoke.
we are
Let
good, sir.
others, if
We
you are
You
are
now
following,
good.
spoke for
please.
everybody.
I think I'm good on this. It's okay, sir.
Please, others, if
It's
you
clear.
cannot speak, use the chat. Use the chat. Use the chat
We
and
are
say,
good. We
okay,
are good.
please, let's know that we are following. So we are good in addition. No question is coming on how I got what I got or how I did what I did. So you now, if your trade have reached the limit of your margin and your return rate has reduced more, and you have $50, you can comfortably add margin calls to your trade, right?
Please, can you explain to me like the other side where they wrote times or something like that?
You say?
I'm not that good with that addition, so please can you go over?
Which side? The times?
Yes.
I said for the purpose of this trade, I said I have $90. I have $90 I want to add to this trade. So for us to have, we started from here, it was 22 initially, and I said I have $90 I want to add. I now said the lowest you can use to buy margin is $11. I now said for the purpose of this, you can use 11, you can use 12, you can use 13. But me, I want to use $12 to buy each of the margin I want to add. Are you following?
Yes, please.
So for me to have the margin call limit now, the new margin call limit, I need to get the margin calls I want to add. So I now need $90, which is the capital I want to add, minus the money I want to use to buy each of the new margin I want to add. So for the purpose of this Zoom, I said I want to use $12 to buy each of the margin. So for us to get the margin, the total margin calls we want to add, we will do 90 divided by 12. If I want to use $11 to buy each of the margin, I will do 90 divided by 11. If I want to use $20 to buy each margin, I will do 90 divided by 20. Are you following?
Yes, please.
So for the purpose of this class, we did 90 divided by $12. $90 is the capital I want to add. $12 is the money, the USDT dollars I want the robot to use to buy each of the margin. So if we do it, we did it and we got 7 point something. So we are using the whole number, which is 7. So 22 plus 7 gave us 29. Are you following?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay, so we have gotten the new margin call limit, which is we have added 7. We have added 7 margin calls. So if you click on the margin configuration, you will see the 7 margin calls that have been added. We stop at margin 22. So we have added 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Now for we to get the times, did you attend the last Zoom meeting?
No, please. No, please.
No. Did you
Yeah.
did not watch the recording?
No.
Please, next time, once you meet Zoom, try to watch the recording, please. Because this was the topic of last Zoom. So we said for you to get the times, for you to get these times, you will do the money you want the robot to use to buy the margin, divide by your first buy-in amount. Do you get it?
Okay.
The money you want the robot to use to buy that margin, divide by your first buy-in amount. So for the purpose of this Zoom, our first buy-in amount, this trade is $15. And remember, I said I want to use $12 to buy each of the margin. So I said 12 divided by, please don't do 15 divided by 12. The money you want to use to buy each margin will come first. Divide by the first buy-in amount. Don't do 15 divided by 12. The money you want to use to start to buy each of the margin, that is what you use to divide your first buy-in amount. So we now did 12 divided by 15. 15 is our first buy amount. I want the robot to use 12 to buy each margin. We now got 0.8. So we now fix 0.8 on our 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28, and 29. So that is how we got the times. Is there any other question?
Let me just pitch in something. If you were not present in the last Zoom, you might not really understand what's going on today. So it's better to just go and watch the Zoom recordings. When you watch the last Zoom, and then you watch this one again, you would understand what's going on. That's why it's good to, if you miss any Zoom, you have to follow up, watch the recordings.
So, Elisha, you can take over. I'm done.
We have questions on the chat box.
Okay, we have questions.
Besides adding of margins or capital, is this from Binance or it must?
You said?
I don't really understand your question, Kizzy Uzi, but of course, when you add your USDT, you're adding it to your Binance. Remember, you're not sending your money to Royalq, or whatever capital you have, or whatever trading funds you have is going to be in your Binance. So put it in your Binance Spot wallet USDT.
I think there's another question. Fidel, can margin be added when trade is already on? Yes, now share. I just shared my screen. I shared my ongoing trades. That trade I was using is an ongoing trade. You can see the robot. You can see it. There is a live trade, which I was still doing. I was setting the margin calls there. You understand? So your margin calls can be added on a trade that is already on. Yes, now. Yes. We are saying that your robot has bought all your margin and you want to add more margins to that trade. So the trade must be on for you to be able to add more margins to it. Then Jockey Link said in the last Zoom meeting, you said that $11 is the least to use for margin calls. What happens if one uses $10? Yes, there are some cryptocurrencies that will not accept $10 to start with. You understand? For you to buy, even if you go to Binance, you want to do manual buy, there are some coins that will not accept $10. So that is why Royalq just said, start using, Royalq even said $15. So, but we find out that with 11, all coins can be bought with at least $11. So we just remove it from normally. That's why you see first buy likely to start first buy with hello. So you're likely to start first buy with 15.
Yeah. And
Hello,
also
can you hear me?
sometimes when you buy, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. Also, sometimes when you buy $10, your Royalq will not sell it. It will probably buy. But you know how you buy margins, your margins will not sell. So yes, you cannot buy some cryptocurrency with $10. It's too small. $10 in Naira now is too small. That fund is too small. So yeah. So
Yeah,
your
so we have
margins, you will buy, but it will not sell. So don't even bother buying $10.
so HP said, please can you enlighten us more on how to buy through P2P? What I will tell you in P2P, if you want to trade P2P, try to use either your OPay, your CUDA. It must be from your account that your Binance. You cannot use your friend's account to transfer to the person, to the merchant. You want no third party payment. Any money you want to use to pay for P2P, it must come from your account. The name you use to verify your Binance must tally with the name of the account you want to make payments from. You understand? Now, on P2P, for a novice, you start with using Express. So once you put Express, you put the amount in Naira you want to buy, or you put in dollars you want to buy. Royalq gives Binance merges you with a merchant that wants to sell or wants to buy. If you want to buy, you see the account number of the person you want to pay. Please pay exactly the same amount. If your Naira you want to pay is 200,000.50 kobo, just pay 201 Naira. Approximate it so you don't put kobo in when you want to pay on P2P. When you want to do the transfer, approximate it to the nearest 10. If you want to pay point something, 0.2, 0.3, Just make it 1 naira, so you pay. Now, Binance gives you 15 minutes to pay. So please, if your network is having it, that's why I always encourage, if you want to make payments for P2P, try to have all these online banks. Either Kuda, OPay, Money Point, all these online banks that can easily transfer and they will receive. The person will receive immediately. Now, when you transfer, immediately you transfer, Binance gives you 15 minutes to make the transfer and come back to Binance and click notify transfer. See, you clicking that notify transfer is the main thing in P2P. You must, if you want to buy, you must make sure you click that before your 15 minutes will count down. If you have paid and your 15 minutes counts down and you do not click that transferred, I have paid, notify seller, transferred, notify seller, Binance will cancel the trade and there's no how you can get to the merchant, except the merchant is a God-fearing person. So please, HP, when buying with P2P, go through Express. Don't put any crypto-related word in the narration. If you need to put narration, copy the reference. You see on the what Binance will give you, you see the merchant's name, you see the bank name, you see the account number, you will see the reference number of the transaction. So just copy that number and put for narration and make your payment. Don't put anything crypto related. So once you make payment, please, if you are having network problem in making payments, don't make the payment. If you know that you have been debited, rush and click that transfer, notify seller. You must click that transfer, notify seller before your 15 minutes countdown will be finished. Now, when you click on it, you can now try to get the receipt of that transfer. Sometimes for new people, Binance will insist that once you click that transfer notify seller, before it will go, Binance will tell you to upload the receipt. So you must make sure that you are able to get the receipt, save it on your phone under that 15 minutes and upload it and send it and click so that your transfer notify seller can be activated with the receipt. You understand? So these are the keywords you take notes. So since we don't have any other question, I'm sure you can take
Again,
it
with that George, from last time, we have videos on that YouTube channel, so they can go and watch it.
Okay.
We have a video on how to buy USDT on P2P on our YouTube channel. So please watch it. It's a step-by-step video, so you definitely understand it. But like Leader George said, no third-party payment, please. Do we have any other question before we round up our Zoom for today? Any cryptocurrency related question or any question about Royalq? Doesn't have to be to this topic. So do we have any question? You can unmute yourself or use the chat box.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
I have a question. Sorry, for this strategy mode, is there any advantage for the whole warehouse mode over the other ones, like the sub-bin mode?
Yes, there are
You said?
advantages. Leader George.
I said for
Okay.
the strategy mode,
Uh-huh.
yes, is there any advantage that the whole warehouse mode has over the other modes, like the sub-bin mode and the sub-bin mode real-time settlement?
Sub-bin mode real time. You can only use sub-bin mode real time when your margin call limit is above 4. When your margin call limit, when you are having more than 4 margin calls, that is when you can use the sub-bin mode. The advantage is sub-B mode have over the whole warehouse mode is that the sub-B mode works in the full definition of what Royalq is all about, helping you to make profit even in the dip. If you are using the whole position take profit, you cannot make money in the dip. But if you are using the sub-B mode strategy, real-time settlement, not just the sub-B mode, the sub-B mode real-time settlement helps you to make money in the dip. So that is the advantage sub-B mode real-time settlement have over the whole warehouse mode. So is there any other question?
Okay, thank you very much. And I think it would be good to maybe always say it as a reminder for people, because I opened the trade with 4 margin calls. So I then later added like 5 more, but I forgot to switch it from whole warehouse mode. So I noticed, my trade has been going up and down, but it has not been making sub-B mode, profits.
Most of that error is something that everybody, you will do it, but with time you will not be doing it again. So people will forget. Yes, it's normal. Me, I did it when I started Royalq. You understand? But once that experience of you waiting, that you have to wait for your coins to come out, with that, after you pass through that experience, you will not forget changing your strategy mode to sub-B mode when your margin cost is more than 4. So that is it. So leader, you can, I don't know if the OBM is, I thought I saw leader OBM. That's fine. So you can conclude your Zoom if you don't have any other question. Please, I joined you, so I do not understand on how to set strategy on trade. Strategy mode is just when you click on strategy mode, you select either the whole warehouse or the sub-B mode. Once your margin call is more than 4, you have to use sub-B mode. So there's nothing like understanding how to set it. If you click strategy mode, you just select which one you want. So you know that once your margin call is more than 4, you have to select this sub-B mode real-time settlement. So there's nothing. That is the understanding you need for it. So, Leader Osha, you can dismiss the Zoom. At least it's 1 hour. If someone can easily watch it. Leader Osha,
Yeah. So Kizzy is my downline. I'll message you. You just started like yesterday or 2 days ago. So don't worry. I'm going to message you. I'm going to put you through. I believe we don't have any other questions. So we'll be rounding up today's Zoom meeting. I want to urge everybody to be coming to Zoom. You cannot be forming lazy. You will not be entering my DMs. You will not be expecting me to attend to like a whole bunch of people or different set of people when we can just do that in a Zoom meeting. I don't mind attending to anybody, to be honest. But if you are not coming to Zoom, don't enter my DMs. And I'm not joking. I've said that thing before. If you don't attend Zoom, if you don't watch the recording, don't enter my DMs because I cannot be doing it from scratch with you. The thing that I know in my head, you want to come and steal it from me in my DMs. Come to Zoom and learn it by yourself. This is money we are talking about here. How can you be watching season film for that's like pleasure? Then when it comes to making money, you are lazy. Why will you be lazy? Money is serious business, so you can't be lazy when you want to make money, please. Even if it's 4 hours video, sit down and watch it. We are talking about money here. We are talking about wealth here. I'm trying to understand, to be honest. I'm trying to understand how you can sit down and watch a movie, season film. Some of you will say you don't watch a movie or season film. It doesn't matter whether you don't watch season film. Sit down and attend Zoom or watch the recordings when you miss it. Please and please and please and please. This is money business, serious business. And guess what? It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not Ponzi. So you have to do something. You have to get the knowledge. That knowledge is very, very important. You cannot skip it. You can't skip it at all. You have to learn how to properly know how to instruct your robot. That's very vital. It's not Ponzi. Ponzi, you just deposit and withdraw, deposit and withdraw. Then later you cry. You must cry in Ponzi. That one is a must. You must cry. But Royalq is not like that. You have to learn. And most of you, a lot of things in the crypto space that you don't know, you are learning it. It will help you. A lot of you don't even know when cryptocurrency started. A lot of you started learning it from the Royalq community. We are not here to play. Oh. We are not doing Ponzi here. It's not, this place is not a lazy place. Yes, the robot helps make life easy for us, because sometimes you'll be sleeping and you realize that, oh, you made money by the time you woke up. Or by the time you wake up. Yes, it makes life easy, but you have to learn how to properly instruct it. That's how most robots makes life easy. Planes make life easy. Do you want to take from here to America? But it's not an easy thing when the pilots are flying the plane. The whole aviation school wasn't easy for them at all. But if you hear them, they'll tell you, oh, flying the plane is easy, because they already passed through that stage. So please and please, I urge everybody to come to Zoom. Please, if you miss any Zoom meeting for anything, watch the video. Like I said, today, if you don't attend the last Zoom, you cannot understand what happened today. That's just the truth. I'm not even going to lie to you. So just go back and watch the last recording. The last one about margin configuration. How to set margin configuration before you understand this one, you know. So thank you so much for taking our time to attend. I'm going to obviously thank you. Yes, I know it's you, that is your money, but I'll still thank you. You know, it's not easy to come here for like an hour or more than an hour to come and listen to us. It's not easy, but we just have to keep pushing. Leader George, I want to appreciate you always for taking our time out of your busy schedule to come and serve the community. Thank you so much. And our Zoom are Mondays and Thursdays. We are always here Mondays and Thursdays. Even though we fail to post the link quickly, just know that on Monday, Thursday, Nigerian time, 8:30, you must meet us here. Same link. We don't change the link. It's the same link. You will meet us here Thursdays and on Monday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. We are always here. So I think you should put that in your calendar and set your alarm. Mondays and Thursdays, we are always here. And if you miss it, please just go to our Zoom. It's Team Royalq Team Digital Gold. That's our Zoom name. We always post the recordings. Follow up. Even old videos that I did not watch it. Please, I know it's not easy. It's not easy. Making money is not easy. But please try, I beg. Because I don't want to see anybody not making it in this crypto space. It's not easy. Cryptocurrency is not easy. And I used to say cryptocurrency is forever. When you start, you start. You cannot go, no going back. Because it's forever. And I know sometimes it's not easy. The market sometimes. Oh, in fact, these few weeks, it's not only you, it's touching everybody. But we'll get there. We're almost there. They are trying to manipulate the market, obviously, because very soon we are going, like, the whole market is going to skyrocket. It's not mouth. We are already in the pre-bull run, but they are trying to show us shaky. But we will not give up. Cannot give up. Oh. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you, or we'll see you on Thursday. Good night, everybody. And bye. Yeah, for the New people, please get back to the person that has invited you to this Zoom. Get back to the person that invited you to this Zoom. They are going to send you a link. Register with the link, activate your robot, come on board. Please don't come late. This is the time to start cryptocurrency right now. Please don't come late. Good night, everybody, and have a lovely week ahead. Bye.
Thank
Good
you. Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye to everybody.